I don't know what I expected. Maybe to wake up in the dragon's lair, laying in the clay, maybe to wake up in a new body in the dragon's lair, maybe to wake up as something else entirely, but the key to everything, in essence, was waking up in the dragon's lair again. Hanging in ethereal darkness was not on my list. I tried to look around, but only saw true darkness in every direction. I couldn't feel anything. But there was no text hanging up in the air telling me my game was over. This was a new experience, and not one I wanted. None of my senses worked. I couldn't feel anything, couldn't see anything, smell anything, whatever. I existed in nothingness. At least I hoped I existed. Then something changed. A hint of vanilla wafted past my nose, just the barest hint. A smile seemed to form in the darkness, a strange smile, with light reflecting off of black teeth. "Ah, Mr. Zukowski," a voice said from the smile. "Our meeting has been long overdue." Light flared brilliant white. While I thought I'd been suspended somewhere, it turned out I was, in fact, sitting in a chair, in front of a desk, in the middle of a now white infinite space. Both chair and desk were impressive, black leather and chrome, high design, but despite the voice, I was alone. When I tried to access my HUD or tried to see my stats, nothing came up. As far as I could tell, I was out of the game world, no longer in Voldrani. A door seemed to appear and open in the perpetual white. A tall man in a suit slipped into existence and walked over to the desk. He was sleek, good-looking, and moved with an almost arrogant confidence. He stood in front of the desk and gave me a smile. Black teeth. Gleaming black teeth. He reached down, pulled a chair out of nothingness, and sat down across from me. "Benjamin Henry Zukowski," the man said, opening a manila folder I hadn't noticed, or maybe it hadn't existed and black teeth had just pulled it from nothing, just like everything. "Is that correct?" "Not exactly," I replied. "Good answer," he said. "You may call me Mr. Paul." "Mr. Paul." "Indeed." Mr. Paul flipped through some papers, made a note with a pen, and set the pen down on the desk, at which point it promptly disappeared. "So," Mr. Paul started, "it would appear you have been taking part in this little shindig in what we might call an illegal manner." "Shindig?" I asked. "And who's we?" "We is we," he said. "And if you persist in trying to drill down on all the information, we will be here longer than I am able. I do apologize for that, but I have quite the schedule to keep, which means we must be aware of how long all of this is taking. Besides, you won't remember half of what we discuss after we discuss it, so why bother giving all this information that will sadly just leak right out back into the ether, eh?"